Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA. Street Top Radio LA, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's Tree Top Radio LA, or you can space it out, Tree Top Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's Tree Top Radio. That's Tree Top _Radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know.
Hello, my name is Ahmed. Some of you may be wondering why Ahmed eyebrows is connected and so strong, and why his Ahmed nose so long, and why his Ahmed lips so wide. That is because Ahmed is God. And I've come here to tell you, make a rare appearance, because I got so much money, to make sure y'all tap in to TTRLA, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. East. 102.3. I got my boy Harlem Rue with me, and Spider Quinn, Bloodline Quinn boys. Eat the rich shit, man. We on some.
I'm fighting hella demons cause I'm stressing different problems. Niggas think they slick, I'm coming back and I'ma find them. Yeah, I'm from the 6, not 31, I'm not gonna rob them. I got my own problems, I'ma solve them on my mama. I ain't got no father, feelings had got softer. I'ma walk them down, I got them crawling like a toddler. Granny passed away and long lived job, my life got harder. Demons in my mind, I swear to God, my life got darker. Niggas keep on talking out, they neck told them stop talking. They say them demons fake, but I feel like them bitches acting me. Look over my shoulder even when I got the strap with me. Don't tell me you love me if you gonna turn your back with me. Walking with a passion, swear to God I got a strategy. Niggas keep on talking out their neck, I got them mad at me. Don't gotta appreciate, but I'ma prove that I got accuracy. You a murder and gallery, bid on my head, they selling me. Moving smart for a felony, baby head and he craddy be. If I spend your bin, I know my brother gon' come after me. Dizzy my day one and my little niggas, they stay down to G. I'm trusting so much I can just sit and smoke a pound of weed. Niggas said they got me, niggas buffing, niggas lied to me. First nigga got away with it, this time is no apology. Remember I was young as shit, my mother used to cry to me like a puddle of pants. Swear to God is really drowning me. My father want me dead, I told that nigga he had clowning me. And he got me booked a couple times, don't come back round for me. He got me the way that I am, that's why I don't trust shit. Say that you forever love me, now I'm in the dust, bitch. Put that dumb bitch, yeah.
Damn, Slim Dog. Damn, Slim Dog.
Hey, run that shit up, Trey.
I got a cheat. 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 I got a cheat.
Check, I can get some fuck about it, boy. If it's a problem, I put up on check. Fuck if I ain't got $1, I start from the bottom and run up on check. What you doing for? My young niggas hit, they gon' shoot for. Skinny get thick, she gon' twerk for. And if she a thot, she gon' fuck for.
I got a cheat, I got a cheat, I got a cheat. Well, I got a cheat, I got a cheat, I got a cheat.
Boy, I ain't trippin' cause I got a check. Licking this bitch cause I got a check. You can get strippin', yeah, I got a check. The Draco white grippin' cause I got a check.
Y'all into the new dimension, so pay attention. Drive slow, eyes low, 4 5s closed. PBS is straight blind hoes. All new black Balenciaga, and I do this shit with my eyes closed. Y'all stressing about fine hoes, I'm sitting stressing about 5 bowls. Hit the plug, go hit the drawers up, reinvesting in 5 more. Let's talk investments, highs, lows. Drop the prices, let mines go. I done sat in this prison cell around 100,000 up times 4. Hand this back to that blindfold. If you ain't feeling it the way I'm giving it, then you can simply press fast forward. Ass and titty, she asked for it. BBLs pay cash for it. 20 stamps on her passport. 200 miles on my dashboard. I've been to door, just past yours.
Check, I can get some fuck about it, boy. If it's a problem, I put up on check. Fuck if I ain't got $1, I start from the bottom and run up on check. What you doing for?
This one medicine, Cody promethazine medicine. I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my back with the
fuck for.
I got a cheat, I got a cheat, I got a cheat. Well, I got I got a check, I got a check.
Boy, I ain't tripping cause I got a check. Thinking it's bitchy cause I got a check. EVS dripping, yeah, I got a check. The Draco white dripping cause I got a check.
Mad 90s, 4-4s, infrared, gold scopes, hollow tips, turn rose golds, and bullet holes through closed doors. Feds watching through GoPros, but we ain't stopping, that's no go. Product wrapped up in old clothes, and that product trafficked by old hoes. And she nervous when she picking it up, but she knows she riding with a brick in the trunk. I done really sat her with a brick on the bump, serving out another brick in the tub. Product rock, I ain't switching it up. I've been focused, grinding, doing 60 a month. Feds behind us got the stick in the front, stick in the front, stick in the. Y'all niggas exaggerating, the other half of y'all fabricated. Power moves, they calculated. Two styrofoams, I'm activated. VVS's, they captivated. If I ain't had it, I had to take. Jewish feds, I had to make.
Check, I could get some fucking body, boy. If it's a problem, I put up a check. Fuck if I ain't got $1, I start from the bottom and run up a check. What you doing for? My young niggas hit, they gon' shoot for. Skinny get thick, she gon' twerk for. And if she a thot, she gon' fuck for.
I got a check, I got a check, I got a check. I got a check, I got a check, I got a check.
Boy, I'm tripping cause I got a check. Thinking it's bitchy cause I got a check. Boy, I'm tripping cause I got a check.
I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my bezel, but they see me march off through March and these Mason Marcellus. It's those like yo, get it jello. Just drop that bet on the building. You man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You man, cause I'm riding in fantasy groups. Most of your locals were reticent. Codeine for methazine medicine. I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my bezel, but they see me march off through March and these Mason Marcellus. It's those like yo, get it jello. Just drop that bet on the building. You man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You man, cause I'm riding in fantasy groups. Most of your locals were reticent. Codeine for methazine medicine. Jealous for rocking designers a fetish. So please do not speak about fetishes. I roll with fellas who get it. And squeeze on for reddish. Let's grab for that cheese and that lettuce. Like you better let us in. I just dropped a few bands. I'm more jealous for niggas who jealous. It came with it nothing in. This follow us all. Make the bitch got good balls and post up and volleys the ball. No need for niggas to reach me unless you got commas involved. The product involved, I get llamas involved. Roll with piranhas and all. The body get dogs and off to the cash. Had to come up when I blast. They watching my watch when I pass. I'm sipping some rock on my glass. Dropping the top on the jag. And I got the block in the stash. Flow exotic, I'm eating and I got my foot on the gas. What would you heard, bitch? I'm doing the dash. Step in my shoes, try to get through my pass. And this wouldn't last. And I got my foot on the gas. I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my.
Street Talk Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live via LA, Los Angeles, California. We are live broadcasting in Baltimore, Maryland, man. You are now listening to the best podcast in the world, Craig. The best podcast in the world, Craig. You understand me? We got a great show, man. We got wonderful guests tapping in from behind them walls. You feel me? Some exclusive shit, some GOAT shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guests coming on to the show later on, Jamil, man. And I had a audience member ask what inspired the mass. It's because I'm crazy, and also I be getting to the money. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Every time I say that, my manager be like, "You cheesy as fuck. Why the fuck do you be saying that?" You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, you know, I like to clean the air. You feel me? We want to clean the air with the sage. You know what I'm saying? Want to bless everybody, all my audience members, all my listeners that's tuning in from Spotify, StreamYard, and YouTube. I want to thank y'all for coming on to my show, man. I appreciate you guys. Y'all know each and every time TTRLA comes on, we're going to talk about our Black inventions, and that little black shadow y'all seen, that's the ancestors tapping in. Sometimes the ancestors like to tap in with us, you know what I'm saying? So right now they are connected. Now today's invention, you feel me? This is let me, a manager, could you throw the hand claps for me? Today's invention we have is the potato chips, niggas. That's right, I said it, the potato chips. My favorite potato chip is these Utz. Yeah, it's probably a little blurry because it's a green bag and my background is green, but these are potato chips. That's what we invented because we like that. You feel me? And the potato chips was invented by a young man named Hiram Thomas. So Hiram Thomas was this. He invented this potato chip in 1865, Reference Black Book, Middletown Harris, 1969. Thomas was a black chef who generously graced the world with his own begotten son. Damn, he sounded like Jesus. Hold up, wait. So Thomas was a black chef who generously graced the world with his only begotten son, the potato chip. Hello, you feel me? So if you eating chips anywhere across the world, just know we of the melanated people created that. All right. This popular snack was created when an irate customer repeatedly sent his servings of potatoes back to the chef for thinner slices. And so black people, especially the black man, this white man keeps sending this shit back. Guess what we gonna do? I got something for his ass. I'm gonna make them so thin, right? So they sent the potato chips back for the chef for the thinner slices in defiance, because that's what we like to do. We don't follow no rules. We go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? In defiance, Thomas cut the potatoes excessively thin to disturb the customer even more. Instead, it delighted him. So on a side, he was trying to be petty. You know what I'm saying? You know how we can be petty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Somebody don't like what we serving them when we try to be petty. He was like, I'm gonna get this nigga the thinnest slices of potatoes, but he actually like them joints, and so the potato was born. Manager, turn on the hand claps. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Black people, we are amazing. We invented everything in the world. And if the white man tell you we didn't, he's a liar. Now, the second invention that I got for you guys is called the propeller. That's right, the propeller. If you been in a boat or you seen a boat, you feel me? It has a little propeller, little wind motion joint. We invented that. We like that. So that was invented by a gentleman named Benjamin Montgomery. It was invented in the late 1850s. The reference is The Pursuit of a Dream, Janet Sharp Herman, Oxford Press, 1981. Montgomery's propeller was superior to the paddle wheels used on riverboats. Its blades cut into the water at an angle, causing more power and a smoother ride. Also, a slave owned by Jefferson Davis invented the ship propeller. So he was not only a black man, but he was a former slave. You feel me? So him being a former slave, it allowed him to have a lot of ample time to create devices, which he did. And so the propeller was born. So shout out to Benjamin Montgomery. Manager, go ahead and throw on the hand claps. Yeah, we like that. We like that. All right. Next we got coming up. I always like to, support my entrepreneurs. Usually I usually make up a story, you know what I'm saying? But for the past couple months, I've been reading this gentleman's book. It's called The Urban Gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Marcus Elmore, who is a resident of Baltimore City. He created this book. And if you would like to purchase that book, you can go on Amazon or wherever you buy books at online. You know what I'm saying? But first, I want you to take your thumb. Everybody, take your thumb. Raise your thumb. Raise your thumb. And I want you to like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? The more likes, the more subscribes I get, the better algorithm I get. And then hopefully once I build my subscribers up, I can start monetizing my shit. So, oops, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my mother to come in here. I'm sorry for cursing. I can monetize my YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? So like, subscribe, share, tell everybody, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. All right. Today's poem we got is The Rooms. There's room in the budget. Hello. It sounds like a sermon. Oh, I might start preaching on y'all. Hello. Now I should say that. Let me hold up. I want to say that like a pastor, because that joint sound like a sermon. Okay, today's a poem we got is called There's Room in the Budget. I said there is room in the budget. Okay, so we're going to start off the poem. No allowance for my self-expression. No explanation for your misplaced determination. No room for your compromise. Ultimately, you want my demise. For budgeting purposes only. The budget doesn't allow for that. Management won't approve. I tell you, there's always room in the budget. You feel me? Sometimes in life, people want you to compromise your morals and your beliefs just so you can fit in with what they got going on. But guess what? There is no room in my budget for me to compromise, but always room in my budget for me to elevate. You feel me? Throw the hand claps, because that was a good one. Thank you. The God put these thoughts in my head, so I just have to say it as they come. You feel me? Now, on today's show, we got a great show. You know what I'm saying? Today's topic,
of today is going to be I am grown. All right. Yeah, I know y'all wondering. Y'all like, who? Y'all, why she come up with this? I want to give a special shout out to my big dog Sober. You know what I'm saying? He told me to freestyle it for today, So we not really diving into I'm grown, but I'm just gonna give you a purpose, and then I'm gonna bring my guest on so we can go ahead and talk about this thing and get to know him a little bit better. So the title of my show is called I Am Grown. Now the purpose of this episode is the spotlight why when young people reach a certain age and we tend to say I'm grown. You said it, when you growing up, you be pressed. You be like, dang, I can't wait. I can't wait till I turn 18 because I'm gonna be grown. No. I want to enlighten my viewers and listeners of all ages that saying you're grown isn't a sign of maturity, but a sign of immaturity, right? When you plant a seed and it grows, it doesn't reach a certain point in its growth and refuses to grow because it's mature. Hello. It continues to grow because of the nourishment and the water it receives. The only time a plant or seed stops growing is if it stops being taken care of. If it stops being if it stops getting watered, if it stops getting sunlight, if it stops getting plant food, right? Therefore, we as individuals should see ourselves as plants, constantly needing nourishment and knowledge to continue our healthy growth as adults. We will not we will never be grown until we die, okay? So we want to cut that out. My manager is giving me a signal. Giving me a signal. I think my guest at the door. Hey manager, could you open the door? Damn, he done pulled up. I just want to tell y'all, my man done pulled up on me in the motherfucking Ferrari. He done pulled up on me in the Ferrari. He got all his men with him. You know what I mean? So we gonna bring my man in. We gonna bring my man in. Hey, open the door for my man. All right, go ahead. You can let him in. Yes,
Yo,
sir.
yo, 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 yo,
Hey
yo, what's
Jamil, what
going
it
on?
do?
What's good?
What's going on with your brother?
Man, blessed, man. Blessed, trying to stay focused, you know what I mean? Taking it one day at a time, man. What's going on?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate you tapping in with me, man.
Oh yeah,
Today's
most
top
definitely. I appreciate you, man. You are one of the people that when I sat down and presented this vision to you, exactly where I'm about to go with this. You believed in it out the gate. You know what I'm saying. You've been helping promote and push and just try to share as much spotlight on Rated R, and what the movement is. So I definitely appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Definitely
most
appreciate you.
definitely, most definitely. I appreciate you, man. You also have helped me because you've given me probably the most support that I've gotten from individuals who are not incarcerated. So I truly thank you for being a blessing in my life. And so
Most definitely.
today's topic is going to be I'm grown.
Okay.
So I want to know, when did you feel why do you feel like as young people we like to say, well, when you're young, you like to say that you're grown. When you were growing up, what did I'm grown mean?
Uh, at that age, we as a teenager, when you hit 13, 14, 15, you start getting around friends, you start learning your own way in life, or you start learning about life. We have no idea that we don't know anything, but we
Right.
think we do,
Hello.
so we feel like at that age, our minds are still so undeveloped that we feel like the age number, the older we get in years, defines your grownness, and it doesn't.
Right.
At 17 years old, this is what happened with me. Real life story. I thought I knew everything.
Mm-hmm.
My parents was telling me, no, just focus on school, focus on this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, man, I'm smarter than most of my peers around me. I know everything.
Right.
I'm equipped for it. And then when I hit 30, this is why they say when you hit your 30s, mid 30s, you see something and you changes. You see life through a whole totally different perception. And I
Right.
look back and was just like, dang, I didn't know shit. I don't
Right.
know if I can say that on air, but yeah, like I
Yeah, you
don't,
can go ahead, do
you
your
know what I
thing.
mean? So it's just a matter of, kids thinking that we are, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the parents or anything. That's just we want to be, when you're 15, 16, 17, you want to be respected and viewed as an adult so much that's what you see yourself as, and
Right.
so try to present yourself. I think it's just the more desire. We want to be grown. We want to not have to live up to any type of expectations or abide by any household rules or chores or whatever, if the case may be. So I think that's just what it is.
Right, that was a great answer, and I think that definitely is significant because when I was growing up, I had the like you said, I thought that I was grown. I thought I knew more than my mother. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Who's been
right,
here? You know what I'm saying? I
right,
thought
right.
I had all the answers because I'm young and I'm more. I had technology on my side. You know what I'm saying? So of
We
course.
don't know nothing. We don't know
Right.
nothing.
I ain't know. I ain't had shit. I ain't know nothing, and I ain't have a pot to throw my piss out of. You know what I mean? A window to
Period.
throw that
Don't
shit
even
out
know
of.
where to
You feel
find the
me?
pot.
Right? They didn't know where to find the pot. You feel me?
Right,
So I think that's just with the growing pains of growing up and just
yeah,
wanting to be respected. I think as an individual, and then when you want
right,
that respect as an individual, you correlate that to being grown. But in all
right,
actuality, being grown doesn't mean that you are an adult, because for real, you're supposed to grow each and every day as an adult. You know what I'm saying? As an
right, right,
individual, you feel me? So you can't really be grown if you're still growing. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
want you to give my audience, my viewers that's tuning in on YouTube, Spotify, like a semi walk down the life of Jamil. I want you to explain, your background, where you come from,
Right.
and how long you've been incarcerated.
All right. So, originally I'm from East Oakland, California.
Shout out to the West.
Yeah, man, I'm from the Bay Area initially.
Yay!
Yeah, I messed around and started getting into some trouble. I had lost my mother. I lost really 97% of my family before I was
Mm,
13.
wow.
So um, when that happened, I've always been like a good kid, but it was a part of there was a part of me inside of me, like the good little innocent guy kind of died. It was like a turning point for me. So I started to get into a little trouble here and there, going through group homes, whatever. Long story short, my grandmother, rest in peace, um,
R.I.P.
was like, listen, you need a positive male role model in your life. I can't do that. So she sent me to stay with my uncle, and
Mhm,
we ended up moving down to Georgia.
mhm.
I was down here for a few years and I was actually going to school, but, I was hard headed. Same thing we're
Right.
speaking about. I thought I knew everything. And because of that, that allowed me to be put in a position where I ended up getting into some trouble.
Right.
I basically, I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you.
Keep it a buck with us.
I caught a murder charge at
Mm,
17. You
dang.
know, um, right before I was finna graduate.
Dang.
So I came in with a murder charge, and instead of letting this time and my situation consume me, right? Um,
Yeah.
what I did was I stayed as positive and productive as possible. I took and completed every possible class they had to offer. Because I didn't get to graduate high school, of course I had to get my GED in here, which I did. And then I
Right.
also began teaching the GED program for several years to other, students coming in. So um, and then after that, man, my mind was just made up to where, like, I'm not going to be defined by my situation. I'm not going to be defined by the mistakes, or should I say bad decisions that I made when I was younger. You
You're
know,
right.
something inside of me snapped and was just like, man, I'm going to get a second chance at life, and I'm about to go ahead and do something extremely, extremely big. And
Right.
I pretty much always been like that. Like, I don't understand the word no. If I want
Mm,
it, I have it.
right.
One thing I can say is God blessed me with an unusual amount of ambition and drive. And so
Mhm.
I don't care how big the obstacle is. I don't care what I'm up against. If I have a drive, if I have a
Yeah.
goal to achieve, I'm going to achieve it. And I'm going to
Right.
put every fiber in my body into making sure that happens. And that's what I did. So it got to the point where, I've always done music. And I was like, wow, I really can push my music, from
Yeah.
behind the wall and get it out there um, into the world's ears. And so I did that. And the first thing I did was I contacted Patchwork Studios in Atlanta.
Right.
You
Shout
know,
out to Patchwork.
I recorded my vocals on a cell phone right here in this box right here. I padded it out. I turned it into a booth. You know, I set my cell phone up, and because I already knew song structure, I went ahead and recorded, and I sent my vocals out. And when they got it, it blew their mind. It was like, dude, there's no way you did this in prison. There's no way you did this from behind the wall on a cell phone. Yeah, I did, and I'm about to do a lot more. You know,
Right.
Yeah, so we're finna push Rated R, man. Rated R Entertainment. I'm signing young artists. You know, like I've been blessed to be in a position to be able to do so, and yeah, I'm about to walk into uncharted territory.
Right. Now, what has been the heart now first question, cuz I tend to ask a lot of questions in one, so forgive me. My first question is, how long have you been behind the walls? How long have you been down?
So, this coming August would be 17 years I've been incarcerated. You
Wow.
know, I'm at the end of the road now. Inshallah, I'll be out before the next year.
Inshallah.
But yeah, man, like I'm properly. I believe in proper preparation prevents poor performance. You know,
Shout out to Larry Hoover.
I know that I don't ever want to, get out and have to come back in here again. You
Yeah,
know,
fact.
like a lot of young kids out there, they think that they know they out there running around. Hi, it's cool. It's yeah, we gonna slide. Yeah, yeah, they got a place where they gonna slide your ass too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like this shit is not life. There's nothing cool about this shit. There's nothing. People have some type of fascination with
Right.
people behind the wall. What's going on? I understand it's because they never been in here. They're curious,
Right.
But this is nothing you want to see. This is nothing that you know what I'm saying. And I think that's more so down my ability to do music, down whether it sounds good, whether it sounds horrible. I think the more important narrative that I'm going to push and that people need to focus on is the drive, the inspiration, the ability to do something when all odds are stacked against you. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
what I want to reach out and touch people. I want to show people that you can literally do anything you want to do in life. You just got to believe it.
Right. And
You
you are
know?
definitely a testament of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you a special hand clap. Shout out to you for being a
Yeah,
person
man.
that
Appreciate it.
always stand, motivated. Now, with the topic being I'm grown, and I know that you mentioned that, your grandmother, God rest her soul, she wanted you to be around positive male influences. What type of response can you give for maybe some young men who maybe don't have, maybe their fathers in their lives, or maybe they don't have an uncle in their lives or a male role model? What kind of advice can you give to young men out here who are just struggling to kind of find themselves and find their way, and don't really have, like that consistent male role model to be in their
Right.
life to keep them out the way?
The first thing I would advise is for them to understand, and if they don't have anyone there to tell them this or explain this to them or help them understand, then I feel like, men of our generation, it's our responsibility, even if we're not their father or relative, to educate them. So I'm going to say, first, understand who you are, what God made you.
Right.
You're a man. If we're talking about the sons,
Yes.
now, yeah, you were born to be a man. Forget with all this 2022 shit. You know what I'm saying? All this
Right.
new age. I ain't doing none. There were roles set in place for men and women. As a man, it's your job to be a protector. It's your job
Hello.
to be a provider for your family. It's
Yep.
your job to be a leader and an educator to your family, right? But if you don't know what's required of you as a man because you didn't have a positive male role model in in your youth, teaching you that and instilling those values in you, then of course you're going to wander around aimlessly. You're going to be on the type of time that these guys are on now, and it's because they
Right.
didn't have nobody to show them.
Right.
So my advice to any young man is to understand that you are going to have to be the head of that household because of what God made you. He made you to be a protector. He made you to do these things. you know Provide for your family, educate your family, lead your family, because a woman is only going to follow a man who's capable of leading
Come
her.
on, Jamil. You better
Right.
talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and when a woman realizes that she has the type of man there, then she's going to naturally submit and follow. But it's our job as men,
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning of times, youth, I'm
Yep.
talking to y'all.
Yep. You
Yeah,
talk to
be
us.
a man, provide for your family, protect your family, educate your family. And before you can educate your family, you got to first educate who? Yourself.
Yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So brace yourself with as much knowledge, financial knowledge. They don't teach that in school. They don't. They keep that shit from us. But that shit is
Exactly.
that's the only thing they should have been teaching us in school was financial education. How to make
Right.
money in your sleep, how to truly make you earn passive income. These are the things. What is credit? How to leverage credit. You know, like
Right.
these are the things that should have been taught us. And you need all of these qualities, all of these skill sets, because it's up to you to take care of your family. You know,
Right.
that is your job, to create a
Absolutely.
family and take care of it.
Absolutely. That was a great answer. Now I do have a co-host. He is in California right now, and I'm gonna bring him on. I'm gonna bring him to the Hey, what it do?
What's the deal? How we doing? You know, we out here getting to it.
What's
Hey,
The
going
lady
hey,
is
on,
we
man?
turning
get
up.
to it.
We grinding. We got the little baby with us too. Come on now.
I
Come
got
on.
that
And we was
chicken.
just talking about how black men, take care of the household. And as a man, you gotta step up and do what you gotta do. This is Black Corn Man. This is my guest, Jamil,
What's going
who is
How
on,
you
man?
doing, boss?
currently
What's up with you?
incarcerated
I was
right
listening
now.
to what you were saying, man, and I love the way what you were saying. That's exactly you absolutely right. The younger generation got to understand you gonna have to be the man, and the man got to be the man to lead the woman because she needs to
Most
be led, and you
definitely.
need to know. You need the most important thing I like to say is you got to know you could do better. You got to want to do better. Then you got to every day do better. It takes every
Exactly.
single day to do better. And if you don't know where you're going, how you gonna lead somebody else?
Exactly. You got to know
Exactly.
where you're going, man. Most definitely. That's
Now,
all, man. We
Jamil,
just,
now Jamil, when you was
Hey,
being incarcerated, what did you first?
okay. You,
Let me mute him real quick.
yeah,
Hold
yeah.
up.
Well,
Now, Jamil, when you first got incarcerated, what was it like for you being a young teenager, you know, being into the prison system, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure they charged you as an adult. So going from young man to a grown man in like short time, what was your experience, like as you began to mature, behind those walls?
all right. So my experience, I got locked up when I was 17, but I didn't actually go through the court proceedings and make it to an actual prison until I was 18. I had already turned 18 in the county. So I'm
Oh,
gonna just
wow.
go ahead and keep it 100 with you. My mindset was, I'm 3,000 miles away from home. I'm down here in the state that I'm not even from. I just got sentenced to a whole bunch of time. I'm 18
Right,
years old. I don't weigh nothing but 145 pounds soaking wet. Ain't no nigga finna take nothing from me. I ain't finna be no nigga bit. None of that. So I did a
right.
lot of fighting when I first came in.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mindset was set the tone. And
Right.
the crazy thing that the surprisingly thing about when I first came in the system, what I wasn't ready for was how many older cats that had been locked up since they were 18, things like that, and seeing
Yeah.
themselves in, and they was just like, they really embraced me. They was like,
Right.
this little nigga wild as hell out the gate because I'm fighting about anything,
Right.
because I felt like I had to. I felt like I had to prove, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand how it works on the inside. Fuck all that shit you see on TV. I'm giving it to you raw, you know?
Raw.
And so, yeah, a lot of older guys, they pulled me up under their wing. They was like, you really
Right.
not no stupid nigga. You made a bad decision. You put yourself in a bad situation. And
Right.
now you got to do your time. But
Right.
they saw a lot of potential in me. And so it was times they'd call, yard call. And I'd be thinking, I'm finna go out to the yard. They'd be like, bring your ass here, sit down. And they push 48 laws of power in my hand, or they push
Wow.
art of seduction in my hand, or the 33 strategies of war, the secret, all of these things. And they was like, yeah, when I come back in, I want a 1-page report on it. Like a
Dang.
lot of these guys, because they respected that I stood up out the gate. Now, if
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. That part of prison is truth. You feel me? You show an ounce
Yeah.
of weakness, the wolves are gonna swallow you. So I set the tone.
Right.
But I was fighting so much. I was in and out the hole a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I was young, stupid. I thought that's what I had to be. And as I got
Right.
older, as I began to do more time, you know what I'm saying, and just see this shit for what it was. I stopped getting in trouble less and less and less. I stopped
Right.
going to the hole. I understood to follow the small rules if I want to live comfortable. They want your shirt tucked in. All right, I'm gonna tuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
They want you to be ready for inspection. All right, give it to them so I get them. They can get the hell on, get up out my face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, as I began to do that, I began to start focusing on building myself, because now I didn't have that. I didn't have that attention from the administration. I wasn't going in and out the hole. I wasn't, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, I was able to actually start reading more, focusing, you know what I'm saying? Seeing things and just growing. And it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I could easily catch another body in here. I could easily be
Right.
killed and catch some more time. But they blessed me with a chance to be able to come out. Yeah, they wanted me to do
Right.
my time, and I did that, you know,
Right.
and I accept that, you know.
Yeah.
But
But you still free. Although you
because they never
incarcerated.
locked my
Yeah,
mind. I never
exactly.
allowed them to lock my mind. You know,
Exactly.
and so yeah, man, that's just it was a crazy growing up experience behind the wall. And yes, you're absolutely forced to grow up very, very fast. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because yeah, it ain't niggas not going for the type of shit that people go for on the street. You know, you got to really, people are only going to handle you the way that you carry yourself. How you carry yourself in here is everything. You carry yourself with
Exactly.
respect like a man, you know, like you respect yourself, other niggas
Yeah.
gonna respect you. You know, you carry yourself like a fool, you know, people gonna handle you like that. You know,
Exactly.
so you're gonna have a very rough experience. You know, so
So when did you so because you're an artist, right? And you have such a great artistry and you have such great powerful music, when was it that you discovered that you had this talent? You know what I'm saying? When did you discover, hey, Jamil, you might got something with this music shit? You feel me?
all
Oh,
right,
sorry,
so
mom.
all right, so this go trippy. All right, so I've actually been musically. I think I was born musically inclined. You know, I think it just run in the blood. My grandfather, they say, was a great blues player in New York. I never got a chance to meet him. You know, but yeah, I think it kind of trickled down through him, my father, because I started playing. I actually started playing the piano at 9. You know,
What?
but yeah, I did. I started playing the piano at 9, but I couldn't read music, of course, at that point in time. I was just able to blow people's mind with how I played by ear.
Wow.
So one day while I was going to church, we was in church. My grandmother was just like, "No." She heard me play. She was like, "No, I want you to learn how to professionally read music." You
Wow.
know, so she tried to set me up with the choir director to give me lessons or whatever, and it kind of worked, but it didn't really work. So I just didn't. My whole thing was I never felt like I needed to learn how to
Mm,
read music. I never
I
felt,
am
and to this
grown.
day, believe it or not, Kenny Mix told me when I spoke to him a few weeks ago. I told him how I am. I can't read music. You know, I
Yeah.
still to this day I can't read music. I don't know how to count bars, any of that,
Wow.
because I just felt like I never had to. I
Right.
understand music. I can listen to a track and zero in on every hi hat, every syllable, every violin. You know, I
Yeah.
know when the punchline. Well, I mean, when the 808s are going to drop. I know when the chorus here. I know when the verse ends, the bridge. Like I just understand music. But to this day, yeah, man, I really can't. And you know, right before I got locked up, DJ Drama was about to do my mixtape. I
Wow.
got with
Shout
an
out to DJ
independent
Drama.
label. In fact, yeah, I started doing open mic shows at the Atrium, you know, the Aquarium, and I got with an independent label. By the name of Fast Lane Records at that time, and they wanted me to be the face of it. And so DJ Drama
Wow.
was about to do my mixtape, and before I could meet with him, I ended up catching the case. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, but God
Yeah.
works in mysterious ways. I'm back at it, and now, you know, I'm finna utilize every gift that God gave me to the maximum potential. You
Got
know, and
you.
it's up.
And then we're gonna magic, throw the hand claps for my man. Throw the hand claps.
Throw the
Now,
hats,
what was
man.
your first song? Now, what's your first song that you came out with when you was locked up?
The first song is gonna be "Gotta Check." You know, that's when that was the first time I really, because I was sending it to people to, you know, they doing mixing for $50, you know, $80, and that's not to knock on anybody's hustle. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of people start from the bottom, you know, but I know exactly what type of sound that I wanted, and I knew if I wanted the world to take me serious, the way
Yeah.
that I'm about to push rated R, I had to come as prepared as possible. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
if it does cost me $1,000 to mix a track, it's worth it. You know,
Right.
because rated R is. I'm about to do something that hasn't been done. I'm really about to push a record label from behind the wall, and I got some very, very, very powerful people behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, these dudes winning Grammys, and they be like, "Yo, you sitting on a gold mine." You know, and so I got positive people backing me with positive energies. Nothing but positive things can come from it. You know, it's up from
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely. Before I ask you my next question, I'm gonna go on a brief commercial break and then we're gonna come right back at it. All right.
Okay, most definitely, most definitely. I'm here, man.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
This is in my heart that God erases the evidence.
Take the next left onto Belair Road.
And I have a
You think I talk too much?
You know, I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
What you think, Ali? You think I talk too much?
Closed casket. You remember that fool in the wheelchair? How you think he got there?
and get money. I just wake up and get money. I just wake.
All right, we back at it. We back at it after the quick commercial break. Now, what are your plans, Jamil? What's the steps that you feel like is necessary for you to take? I know that you said you got a huge team behind you, and you got some big things planned for you, but like you said, proper preparation prevents poor planning,
Right.
and I got that from, shout out to not only you, but shout out to Larry Hoover, who was his five, the things that he taught a lot. So what are
Right.
the plans and the steps that you feel that is necessary for you to take in order for you to stay out of trouble and continue being great and being anointed in your purpose like God is expects you to be?
Having a drive that enables you to want it more than society wants you to fail. You
Right.
know, had
Yeah.
knowing exactly what type of life that you want to live, um, and understanding, like, you know, your mindset always has to be like, it doesn't matter what obstacle you face with, work the problem. Navy SEALs, that's what they believe. You know why they're so dangerous? Because their mental capacity gets pushed far beyond human comprehension. Okay,
Mm.
like they teach you how to, so mentally, you know, we don't necessarily, if we're faced with a problem, we as people, if we're faced with a problem, we shouldn't look at it like, oh my God, I'm faced with an obstacle. It's no telling how much. Work the problem. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Me focusing on where I want to go,
Right.
this is what I use as drive and ambition to not be swayed to go in any other direction other than where that goal is at. You feel me?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's easy to do that. And yeah, if you want to achieve something, you have to stay focused on your goals, man. Stay focused. Understand that everything is set up against you. The system is designed for you to fail. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't want to have to do anything to revert coming back in here, then you need to be preparing. Me, I would say, if you're in here, prepare now. So that when you
Right.
out there, you already got cushion, you already know where you're going. You just have to stay focused on that because it's easy to get sidetracked,
Right.
And I know it's going to be a test for me when I touch down, but I know where I want to go and I'm going to go there. Granted,
Yeah.
God continue to put air in my lungs. Inshallah, man. I don't want no
Inshallah.
500 million. I don't want no 900 million. I said 32 motherfucking billion. I want it.
32
I'm going to
billion.
have it.
Let's
I'm
go.
going to have it. Remember, I told you from the day, I want 32 billion. You feel me? I want 32
Yeah.
billion. In
You
facts,
want
Hell
man.
30
yeah.
million.
I like how you said that, man. One of my favorite shits to be saying is you got to be the conductor of your own train. The train
Hell
conductor
yeah.
know where he's going. He
Exactly.
not making no extra stops. He not pulling to the side because somebody want. Nah, man. I'm going where I'm going. So
Exactly.
you going with me or you getting left?
Facts. You
Exactly.
get right or get left. You feel me? And and going into that mindset, I understand, man. Like, none of these guys, like, I didn't have women tell me, man, Jamil, you too ambitious. And I'm like,
Oh,
how am I
that's a
too
dang.
ambitious? I thought
Too
all you care
ambitious.
about is money. All you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, money isn't everything. But guess what?
Yeah.
Come on.
These billionaires, they understood that in order to get there, you have to be able to travel into a very dark place, isolated
Right.
place where you're alone. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to miss funerals. You're gonna have to miss birthdays.
Right.
Sometimes you're gonna have to miss weddings because you're focused on going somewhere with no limitation. Then when you come outside, you might lose a lot of people, man. The people who ain't really there for it, they can't handle it. They're gonna fall back, and it is what it is.
Right.
But when you come out the other side of that tunnel, you're gonna be on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's gonna want to be around you. I
Right.
can buy a friend, but
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you have
Cause
to,
you gonna have it, so it's not gonna rush. Right? Get
yeah,
that.
you have to want it, man. And there's a difference
Yeah.
between saying you wanting it and really wanting it. You
Right.
know?
Right. Wanting it and really wanting it, right? Really
One
putting
it
in
and
that
then
work
There's
and
a
getting
taking
it,
it.
difference.
going after it.
There's a
Yeah.
difference. I
Yeah.
promise you. There's a difference because you got to think. If I line 10 people up in the room right now and ask everybody in the room if they want $1,000,000, everybody gonna say they want $1,000,000, right? But how
Right.
many people in them out of that
Gonna
10
show you how
are
to
really
get that
going to
money.
do what is necessary in order
Yeah.
to obtain that $1,000,000?
Exactly. Not a lot of people gonna know what to do to even get that shit.
Some people don't even know how to get a dollar.
You have to want it, man. Like, don't facts, man. That's why they be like, man, you don't never get no sleep. You ain't never, man. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream, homie. I know
Come
where I'm
on.
going, man, and it's up from here, man. But Rated R Entertainment is about to do. We're about to create history, man. So, like I said, I appreciate you rocking with me, and I want you here through the whole experience, man, because you gotta you're building your brand. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you believe in it, and you're consistent, and that's motivating. That's motivating to me. You
Yeah.
know, like you got to be insane. And I told you I
Yeah.
want it. I'm gonna show you how much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now when you sent me, now for those of you who are just tuning in, this is my boy Jamil, who is currently incarcerated, but he has a music thing he's been pushing. He said he reached out to me to help him edit a video. Now I wanted to ask you, what was it like? How was you able to without getting you, doing saying too much, but how was you able to, what was the mind frame you was in and wanting to create a music video from behind the walls? How was
Um.
that experience of being a director? Because you was like a director from them clips. You sent me a lot of raw clips, like it was a bunch of clips where people don't
Right. Right.
understand where
Right.
editing take place is a lot. You know what I mean? So
Right.
what was that like?
Yeah. So for me, that was right around the time where I had locked in my mind and said, all right, look, I'm really finna push, a record label from behind the wall, and of course I reached out to Patrick. Why? Because I wanted the sound, the quality to be as good as humanly possible, you know. And I'm like, of course, we're living in the time, TikTok, all of these things, the things that get you the most views. We're living in a time where videos are what people capture, whether they're short videos, 7-second videos, 15, like videos. People want, you have to give people a visual. Because if I just
Right.
sit up here and just push a song, and it's just like, okay, nobody knows what I look like. Nobody know, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I know that just what we're doing, is going to capture, the attention of a lot of people. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and show this shit what it really is, where we at, And
Right.
so it's like, oh my God, like how you got Givenchy on, how you guys got songs,
Yeah, my man was
like,
fly as a motherfucker.
and so we just went ahead and I was like, shit, we just gonna shoot the video and like and keep it raw, how it is on an every day-to-day scale in this thing. We could have got a little raw, but I was like, yeah, we ain't necessarily trying to go to the whole yet, because
Yeah,
so
we ain't trying
everything
to keep it
ain't need
too
to be
raw in it, man.
televised. You feel me? But
Right.
yeah, man, we just kept it raw, man. I was just like, get these folks a visual. Niggas was like, man, the song is too hard, bro. You got to shoot a video to it. And so my
Yeah.
roommate, he shot it on an iPhone, and I think he did an outstanding job,
He did a
because he's
outstanding
learning the
shout out
art
to
of
him.
directing and things himself. He obsesses over music. Shout out to that boy Sneed, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shot the entire video. All right, look, so stand up over here, stand over here. This is my
Right.
first time shooting a video. I just happen to be able to, I can rhyme a little bit, but
Right.
haven't been able to, So I'm learning as I go, but I'm perfecting as I go as well.
Yeah.
And so it's only gonna get better. But yeah, that's how that video came about, man. It was just like, man, you got to shoot a video, so we did it.
And that video was awesome. I edited the video
Yeah,
for
man,
you
you did
guys.
your
I put
thing
that
on it,
joint
man. You
together.
shot me when you told me you sit it on the Android. I said, what? It's just like, man, we
Yeah.
really, that's when I know, I was like, man, we really got the potential, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
to really push out some content, man. And I'm looking for artists, man, because I'm going, yeah, we finna do something big, man, for real.
Yeah. And shout out to my man Teeny. Teeny actually made the connection between you and I. So shout out to my other man who is also
Facts.
currently incarcerated. So
Assalamu alaikum na up, man. Facts.
yeah, shout out to my boy. He's from Washington, D.C. So shout out to him. Um, then my next question is going to be, what plans do you have for this jealous track that you just did? That joint was fire. I really like, what made you come up with that concept, jealous?
I mean, first, it was just when I listen to a beat, when I initially hear a beat, I never know where I'm gonna go with it. Out the gate. I try to figure out what it's telling me. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibe, the mood, everything.
Yeah.
And my mind just started, going. I was just like, yeah, this shit here really on some. We gonna throw a little drip on it. And
Yeah.
keep it street, but we're gonna throw a little drip on it. And I just started humming shit, and
Ooh.
I was just like, yeah, I'm my bezel, but they see me walk through marching, he makes my
You
jealous, and so it just, it just formulated like that. You know, once I had the hook down, I was like, fuck it, go ahead and jump on here and record it. And, you know, I did that. So, yeah, that is going to be a part of a 5-track EP that I'm about to drop, Victim of Circumstances. You know, it's going to be the first EP I drop. It's going to be everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything. You know, but I wanted to go ahead and get started as I'm recording and I'm still making music and things like that. I'm also I'm extremely busy because I'm also, you know, getting my lawyers established, getting everything, making sure that Rated R is 100% intact like it needs to be. You know, like before I even start pulling up, snatching on it, because there's some talented people behind this wall. So we're finishing the document called Rated R Entertainment from Behind the Wall, where we're focusing not just on myself, but so much of the talent behind this wall, man.
Shout out to the men behind them walls.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, I got people believing in it. I believe in it. It's up. You thought Kanye was crazy. Watch where I'm finna take it.
Come on, Kanye not crazy. He a genius.
Listen, I'm finna piss the industry off. I'm finna annoy the hell out of them. I don't give no fucks. All it takes is crazy and belief. I got that. I promise you, if I ain't got nothing else. You feel me?
Right. That's a fact. Now, I want to, before I ask my other question, and before Black Coleman asks a question if he had one, I want to show the world your music video that you that I edited for you and that you came up with the concept. That joint is called Check. I want you to introduce your song, because this is your song. I want you to introduce it.
Listen, man, it's the first single that came out, you know what I'm saying, from Rated R Entertainment. It's your boy Jamil. Got it checked. Streaming everywhere, all major platforms, man. Go run them strings up.
Run them strings up. Here we go.
Damn, Slim Dog. Damn, Slim Dog.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
I got a cheat. 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 I got a cheat.
Check. I can get some fuck about it, boy. If it's a problem, I put up a check. Fuck if I ain't got $1, I start from the bottom and run up a check. What you doing for? My young niggas hit, they gon' shoot for. Skinny and thick, she gon' twerk for. And if she a thot, she gon' fuck for.
Well, I got a G, I got a G, I got a G. Well, I got a G, I got a G, I got a G.
Boy, I ain't tripping cause I got a check. Thinking it's bitchy cause I got a check. You can get stripping, yeah, I got a check. The Draco white gripping cause I got a check.
Y'all into the new dimension, so pay attention. Drive slow, eyes low, 4 5s close. BBS is straight blind hoes. All new black Balenciaga, and I do this shit with my eyes closed. Y'all stressing about fine hoes, I'm sitting stressing about 5 hoes. Hit the blood, go pick the drawers up, reinvesting in 5 more. Let's talk investments. Eyes low, drop the prices, let mines go. I done sat in this prison cell around 100,000 up times 4. And this back to that blindfold. If he ain't feeling it the way I'm giving it, you can simply press fast forward. Ask me get it, she asked for it. BBLs pay cash for it. 20 steps for her passport, 200 miles on my dashboard. I've been to door, just bashed yours.
I can get some fuck about it, boy. If it's a problem, I put up a check. Fuck if I ain't got $1, I start from the bottom and run up a check. What you doing for? My young niggas hit, they gon' shoot for. Skinny and thick, she gon' twerk for. And if she a thot, she gon' fuck for.
Well, I got a G, I got a G, I got a G. I got a G, I got a G, I got a G.
Boy, I ain't tripping cause I got a check. Thinking it's bitchy cause I got a check. You can get stripping, yeah, I got a check. The Draco white gripping cause I got a check.
Mad 90s, 4-4s,
Fofos,
gold scopes,
rose gold,
turn rose gold, and bullet holes, close doors, feds watching through gold pros. We ain't stopping, that's no go. Product wrapped up in old clothes, and that product trafficked by old hoes. And she nervous when she picking it up, but she know she riding with a brick in the trunk. I done really sat her with a brick on the bump, serving out another brick in the tub. Product proper, I ain't switching it up. I've been focused, grinding, doing 60 a month. Feds behind us got the stick in the front, stick in the front, stick in the front. Y'all niggas exaggerating,
other half y'all
power moves, stay calculated. Start rolls, I'm activated. BBS, stay captivated. If I ain't had it, I had to take it. You was fed, I had to make it.
I had to make it.
Check. I can get some fuck about it, boy. If it's a problem, I put up a check. Fuck if I ain't got $1, I start from the bottom and run up a check. What you doing for? My young young niggas hit, they
My
gon' shoot
young
for.
niggas think they gon'
Skinny
shoot for
and
a
thick, she
check.
gon' twerk
Skinny or
for.
thick, she
And
gon'
if
fuck
she
for
a
a
thot, she gon'
check.
fuck for.
She'll
I
fuck
got
for
a
a check.
check, I
I
got
got
a
a
check,
check.
I
I
got
got
a
a
check,
check. I got a
check.
check.
I got a
Check.
check, I got a check,
I got a check. I got a check.
Boy,
Check.
because I got a check.
I got a
Bitches,
check.
because I got a check.
Bitches, I got a
BBS,
check.
yeah, I got a check.
Bitches, I
Check
got
my
a check.
because I got a check.
I got a check. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Can y'all hear me?
Man, you did your thing on that, sis. I ain't gonna hold you now. You
Man,
did your
that
thing on
joint
that.
smacking, Slim. Throw the hand claps
You
for.
did your thing on that.
You did your thing on that joint. So have you had any
Yeah, I'm gonna
like
for sure have to
major?
blast that one in the whip. I'm sorry, I want to jump in real quick before I make this. But yeah, I'm for sure have to bust that one in the whip. That thing's smacking.
That thing was cranky. You hear me?
Yeah, I appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. Listen, we got a lot. Go ahead, go
Mhm.
ahead.
No, I was gonna ask. Have any like major celebrities? I know you told me Kenny Mix, who's a producer for a lot of big industry artists. So has anybody like artists like reached out to you for features or you know?
It's a few. It's a few local cats that done pulled up on me about it, but like I haven't. Before I start really pushing things out there, I wanted to make sure everything, all my ducks were in a row, and so I just now
Okay.
got everything completed to where it's a complete function. Like I said, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So when I go ahead and start pushing it, because
Yeah.
I'm just now about to really just push this, and you're about to see how far I'm gonna push it. But yeah, I go ahead and push that out there, then I'm pretty sure, like, people gonna be pulling up trying to see what's going on, especially if they respecting the movement. We pushing inspiration, man. We pushing like positivity, no matter what the situation, no matter what odds you're up against. So I think the story itself is gonna be bigger than even the music that I can put out there, man. Because I'm
Come
trying to reach
on.
out and touching people, man. Like
Yeah.
the world doomed without somebody trying to, enlighten you. So yeah, man, that's what I'm focused on. But yeah, man, I
You
just
need a
got
Netflix show, man. You need a
yeah. So the
Netflix.
people, yeah, I mean that. Hey, listen, man, some, I got some friends in high places with friends in even higher places, man. You don't know what's in
Yeah.
store for us, man. We might be able to go ahead and make that one happen. I know.
Fact. Now, do you have any homies that you wanted to give a shout out to that you are currently incarcerated with or outside of the walls? Did you have
Yeah, man. I
anybody?
mean, like, shout out to my boy Bid, man. That's my right hand man. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
Shout
taught
out
me
to
a lot.
Big.
He taught me a lot, in here, man. As far as just how to establish myself. You know what I'm saying? How to make a way out of no way with this. He already had the drive and ambition, but he added to that. There's a lot of guys in here as far as just artists and shit, though, man. Like, I got some Muslim brothers on my team. You know what I'm saying? These young niggas hungry. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I heard them about the movement. I'm like, let's do it. So I'm shouting out to all of these new artists in here. Of these aspiring artists who dead serious about their craft that y'all about to see. We finna keep the
Right.
camera, man. We finna let y'all go on this journey with us. But I'm shouting out to all the talented guys behind the wall. You know what I'm saying, brother? I got another artist named Salim. He going crazy. He already doing his thing.
Shout out to
And he
Salim.
want to collab. So it's like these are the people that y'all gonna see on this show. But yeah, man, we got some shit in store, man.
Oh yeah. I got somebody named in the comments named your Galu. They said
Mm-hmm.
that you know who that is?
Yeah. I know. I definitely know who that is.
Oh, okay. I guess they want you to shout them out. I don't know. So that ain't my business. You know what I
Definitely,
mean?
definitely shout out to your girl Lou, man. Like that's that's I got a lot of history with them for and with them. We got a solid connection, man. Like it get crazy sometimes, but they actually really been my backbone. They've been my
Yeah. Shout
backbone.
out to Lou. Shout out to
You know,
Lou.
them folks they drive me crazy, but like they're solid, and they motivate me. They believe in me as well,
Yeah.
and they've been pushing 100%. When I told them about the interview, and even that while we going through what we're going through right now, they still like send me the link. I'm gonna be there, So I
Right.
appreciate
That's
that. So
solid.
definitely shout out to your guy Lou, man. I
Shout out
appreciate
to my guy Lou. He going ham in my private chat over here. I was like, let me
Let
And
me go
shout
ahead and
out
click
to
this
you. And
joint.
shout out to you for even having me on here and allowing me to, you know what I'm saying, be the first. This is the first time I'm getting my voice out to the world, whether it's 10
Yeah.
people, whether it's a million. Like, it starts
Right.
somewhere, you know, and you start from the bottom with me. So definitely shout out to Treetop Radio LA, man. Facts.
Yeah. Let's go. Hey, I always like to ask each and every of my guests that come onto my show this question. Now, if God forbid something was to happen to you today or tomorrow, what is an inspirational quote that you can leave the world with?
Inspirational quote.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, let's throw the hand clap. That's a good question
Here
there.
we are
That's
with
a good question there.
that's because it's like it's so many different things that you can speak, but I would just have to say, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna quote nobody else's quote, but me myself, I would just say, you know, understand that you don't get to experience this but once. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So
yeah,
go after everything that you possibly can. Don't settle for anything less than what you're obtaining, within what you're able and capable of obtaining. You know what I'm saying? And life is short, so don't, you think you got a lot of time, you don't attack it, man. So I mean, that's the only thing as far as some inspiration, because I ain't knowing about no inspirational quotes just like you with that.
you're right.
Okay,
That's a good
but yeah,
question
that's
there.
definitely what I would leave him with. That I will say that though, you know, like don't wait till it's too late to start focusing on your dreams. Don't
Come
wait till
on.
it's too late. Don't give a damn what nobody say. You know what you can, what you can't do. I don't care about the odds stacked up against you. Like focus on your shit. Know that you can do it and go get it. You
Yeah,
know what I
and
mean?
remember that you still growing. You not grown. You always
You're never
growing.
grown. When you think that you know everything, you block yourself from any more knowledge coming because you don't allow yourself to listen
Yeah.
to anything. You know, like it's just like it falls on deaf ears. So never think that you know everything. I don't care if you're 60. If there's any 60, 70-year-old viewers in here, I'm gonna give a damn. You feel me? You can always learn something from somebody. So don't
You
never
can
limit
always
yourself
learn
to
from,
knowledge.
yeah. I like that. I like that. Now, Black Corn Man, before we let Jamil head out, did you want to ask something?
Yeah, I mean, I got my little quote. You know what I'm saying? I got one I like to say usually that I like that I really get into recently. Yo, goals don't give a fuck about your excuses. Don't let nothing stop you. Whatever the fuck you trying to do, you gotta do it. Like a
Most
lot of
definitely,
times,
most definitely.
man, a lot of times we like to be like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this once I get here, or once I get this new spot, or once I work this job, this and that and that. Nah, fuck all that. Whatever you're trying to do, get it started right now. And do a little bit.
Most definitely, most definitely. I appreciate you, homie.
Yep.
Already. You gotta stay consistent. Don't let your, your mindset stop you from blessings. You know what I'm saying? You got always, how you give more is when you how you get more is when you give more. So you gotta, you gotta be nice, you know what I'm saying? You
Gotta
gotta
put it
treat
out
people
there
how
if
you
you
want
want it
to be
back.
treated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it
Right.
come full circle, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you, man, for having me on your
Yeah.
show, sis. Like, we finna be doing a lot more work, man. Homie, I appreciate you for sliding through, man. You know, and all your words of encouragement, man. I'm taking it, man. I'm taking all positivity and, you know, I'm finna set the standard. Remember, I told
That's
you
Yes.
right.
guys, y'all heard it
That's
here
right.
first, man. Rated R Entertainment. We not coming, we here. Facts.
Rated R Entertainment. Hey, Jamil, brother, King, black man. I salute you, man. I salute you
Most
for
definitely.
keeping it solid, keeping it on man time. I salute you for being consistent in your craft. I salute you for the knowledge that you have gained while you was in. I salute you for the growth that you are going to continue to have when you become free. And I just salute you and the guys behind the walls for staying motivated and not allowing the system to lock your mind down. Because a lot of times when you incarcerated, you can feel like, damn, I don't got no way out. But they can only lock your
Definitely,
body down.
definitely,
Your mind is
definitely,
forever free. You feel me?
definitely. Yeah,
So I
man. So
definitely,
we
I
gonna keep
definitely
pushing it,
appreciate
man.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
and
I
and,
appreciate you.
and I want to showcase your song too before you go to Jealous joint that you sent me. So I'm gonna play that joint. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put you
man. Most
backstage.
definitely
I'm gonna
play
put you
that
backstage
joint,
and I'm gonna play
man.
that joint. So go ahead, introduce this Jealous joint before I put you backstage though.
Listen, man. So this is the latest track, you know, from the mixtape "Victim of Circumstances." Named "Jealous," man. Go on, play it. Let's see what's
Let's
going on.
go.
Get
Y'all heard it here first, man. TTRLA, man. This is Jealous by Jamil.
I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my vessel, but they see me march all through March, and these makes me more jealous. It's those like, yo, get it jello. Just drop that bet on the building. Can you? Man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You? Man, cause I'm can't see the time on my bezel, but they see me march all through March, and these makes me more jealous. The stones are like, yo, get it jello. Just drop that bet on the building. Can you? Man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You? Man, cause I'm riding in fantasy coops. Marcy, your loggers, Berettas, and codeine, promethazine, medicine. Jealous, but rocking design is a fetish, so please do not speak about fetishes. I roll with fellas who get it and squeeze on Berettas. Subscribe for that cheese and that lettuce, like you better let us see.
That was my boy Jamil, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with TTRLA, man. Y'all know how I do, man. Each and every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern time, man. Y'all know I never go a show without telling my wonderful, wonderful partner that I love her. You know, I appreciate her for, you know, just being by me and supporting me and just giving me motivation. Y'all know it's always free motherfucking Simba till he free. Inshallah, my man to be home soon. And just like my man Jamil, he gonna come crushing on you artists that are not out here doing y'all thing like y'all supposed to, man. And make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share that joint to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all follow me on my main page. That's Tree Top _ Radio LA. Y'all can follow me on my personal page. That's Big Homie _ Backup Page 41. Y'all go ahead, check that out, man. And we just gonna let this song ride out. You feel me?
Riding in fantasy coops. Most of your logos, Berettas, and codeine, promethazine, medicine. I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my bezel, but they see me march all through March, and these makes me more jealous. The stones are like, yo, get it jello, and just drop the band on the building. Can you? Man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You? Man, cause I'm riding in fantasy coops. Most of your logos, Berettas, and codeine, promethazine, medicine. I'm about to punch, and I heard it's a luncheon. My young niggas hungry, and we know for turning nothing into something. I grabbed a few bundles, I lead a few junkies, then we got them flying in from out the country. Straight out the jungle, too rich to be humble. I'm standing in hundreds, stay up to my stomach.
Jamil, free Jamil.
I run till I vomit, but you gotta want it. Hustle relentless, I would be consistent. I stood in the kitchen, my hand on the strap. Heard he got chickens, if he dropped the ticket, then we go and get him wherever it's at. But I'd alright if he dealt with a pack and it's smelling too loud, we just double the fact. Ride with Medusa, professional shooters, my hitters don't miss, we ain't doubling back. Doubling back, doubling back. Then I got my hand on the strap. I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my bezel, but they see me march all through March, and these makes me more jealous. It's those like, yo, get it jello. Just drop that bet on the building. Can you? Man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You? Man, cause I'm riding in fantasy coops. Most of your logos, Berettas, and codeine, promethazine, medicine. I think they jealous. Can't see the time on my bezel, but they see me march all through March, and these makes me more jealous. The stones are like, yo, get it jello. Just drop that bet on the building. Can you? Man, cause I'm fly as a pelican. You? Man, cause I'm riding in fantasy coops. Most of your logos, Berettas, and codeine, promethazine, medicine.
Hey, that was my boy Jamil, man. That was his latest track, Jealous, man. Y'all can stream all my man songs on all platforms. That's Check. And he got Ghetto Blues. Y'all can just type in Jamil. That's Jamil, Jamil. And Check and Ghetto Blues is gonna pop up. Y'all make sure y'all stream that, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to everybody that's currently incarcerated, man. Free y'all, free y'all, free y'all. You feel me? And this how we gonna go out. You said, oh, shout out to my cousin, the Ooze guy. He just dropped a track called Wild Card. We're gonna let that joint ride before we go out. All right. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to 41. Shout out to Capitol Heights. Shout out to my co-host Black Corn Man for always shining. Shout out to his little daughter. Shout out to his son, man. I just appreciate everybody who's just been following me. And shout out to all my subscribers, my listeners, and everybody, man. Hey, this video I'm playing now is by the Ooze God. You feel me? That's my cousin. He just came out with a wild card.
Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA.